Lugia, are you sure you want to do this? I have plenty of Pokeballs for this, but the real question is, am I going to be able to catch this thing? Hey guys, how's it going? It's Inferno again. Welcome back to another episode of the Ultra Moon Randomizer Nuzlocke. If you guys missed it, in the last episode, we finished up all the stuff we had to do left on Akala Island after taking on Olivia in the previous episode, which was getting our couple of encounters on Hano Beach, and then we went straight to the Aether Paradise, and now we are here in Ula Ula Island. We also had a battle with Hop to finish... Hop. I meant How. I always do that. We've had a battle with How to finish off the episode, so if you did miss the last episode, I highly suggest you go check it out. It would be much appreciated. But in this episode, we are going to start our adventure truly in Ula Ula Island by picking up a couple of encounters. Lew is 1 level away from evolving, Vandy is 2 levels away from evolving, so I'm hoping for evolutions for both of them this episode. They're going to be at the front of the party for basically the whole episode, so they should evolve. Everybody's at level 35, so speaking of which, let's get right into the team recap. But if you guys are excited, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and answer the question down below. And here's the team recap. Starting out the team recap, we have Lew, the Palpitoad, named after my friend Schoolboy Lew, with Muddy Water, Bubble Beam, Rain Dance, and Mudshot, holding the Water EMZ. Vandy the Shuppet, named after my friend Vandy323, with Fan Attack, Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Shadow Ball. I was going to say its ability, but you guys know I don't do that. Next we have Brian, the Lucario named after my friend Mega Master XY, with Metal Sound, Metal Claw, Power Up Punch, and Bone Rush, holding the Fightinium Z. Dean the Ho-Oh, named after Dean Plays Games, with Sunny Day, Weather Ball, Origin Pulse, Brave Bird, and the Flyinium Z. Urami the Solgaleo, named after Urami, with Zen Headbutt, Metal Sound, Flash Cannon, and Iron Head. And last but not least, Spot D the Mega Venusaur, named after Spot D321, with Growth, Razor Leaf, Sleep Powder, Vine Whip, and of course the Grassium Z. So that's the whole team recap. Really excited to get right into this one. I believe we have to go into the garden first. I could be mistaken. We don't actually have to. Yeah, I had a Rotom EXP points on before. Yeah. Lily's telling us to go to the Malie Garden, so I guess we have to. I was going to go around and get our encounter over there real quick, since we don't come back to that general direction for a while. It's not forced for us to go that direction, at least until we're done with Sophocles' trial and the mountain and all that stuff that happens on this island. Just so you guys know, Ula Ula Island is my favorite island to have trials on. It's just my favorite one. Sophocles, just the general area. And our first encounter here is Mantine. Not too insanely happy about that, but of course I'll take it. I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if I said it in an episode or whatever, but I'm not too fond of the Mantine line, which is literally just Mantike and Mantine, because every time that I have to register them to a Pokédex, for some reason, they put up a fight when I try to catch them. It took me 16 Ultra Balls to catch a Mantike in Pokemon Sword for my Pokédex, so I don't like the Mantine line that much because they're too hard to catch, which you guys will probably see right here. Yeah, I should probably attack it. That would probably be a good idea. I thought we could just catch it right off the bat, but obviously that was stupid for me to say while I was literally explaining how I hate it because they're nearly impossible to catch. And I probably shouldn't use Lew, considering Mantine is a water type, so I'm going to switch out to Spot D for some grass type goodness, and then we're going to put it to sleep. And then hopefully we can catch this thing. There is a very, very low chance we're actually going to use this thing, especially since we have other water type options that are much, much better than Mantine. But you know what, maybe we'll get screwed over in the playthrough at some point, and then we get to the last nail that we have left before the coffin gets completely finished off, and the Nuzlocke is over, and Mantine has to join our makeshift squad that we had right before we lose the lock. But, you know what? Maybe I'm just over-exaggerating here, and I'll secretly find a love for Mantine at some point and realize I would prefer nothing more than to have a Mantine on my team, but you know what? That is like finding a needle in a haystack. That's the chances of me falling in love with this Pokemon on accident. You thought that, you may be thinking, well, you found love for Wormadam just because of when you ended up using it on your team in X. Well, I just kept Wormadam on my team because it was the first Pokemon I caught in the region, and, you know, I thought, why not? I started learning moves that Wormadam doesn't normally learn, like Psychic. At least I don't think it learns Psychic. Generation 6 randomizers are weird, and Pokemon end up learning moves that they don't normally learn for some reason. So I don't think Psychic is actually part of Wormadam's moveset, but that was a really good Wormadam, and spoiler alert, it died, so... By the time that it did die, I had definitely found out that I loved Wormadam a lot more than I did. So, that being said, if I was forced to have Mantine on my team, and it ended up being more useful than I am making it out to be, then maybe I would like Mantine a bit more, but it has not proved anything to me, so we're just going to name this thing Kelly, because that is the first name that came to my mind when I saw that it is female, and we're going to put it in the box. So goodbye. Goodbye, Kelly. We will not see you for a very, very, very long time. And that time has a 99% chance of not being on the team. Oh yeah, PP Max. We get a water encounter here too. I think the fishing area is back here. Okay, let's see what we could have gotten, because it's probably better than a Mantine. I stand corrected. Looks like Malie Garden is full of Pokemon that suck. Speaking of which, I decided to go back to Memorial Hill to grind up because that's the most recent area we've been in where there's a lot of areas to encounter Pokemon in, and I needed to get experience to grind up Pokemon levels, so I just went there. I found out that while Vaporeon is a very awesome Pokemon, one of my top 10 favorites, Darkrai was a possible encounter, and man, was it common. More common than I thought. I didn't encounter a single Vaporeon while grinding. I encountered about 7 Darkrai. And I was thinking, well, we definitely got the rare encounter, but the common encounter was much more useful. You know, me liking Pokemon has nothing... Lugia? Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? I feel like every time I'm in the middle of a story or something like that, I was talking about Darkrai, I would have loved to have Darkrai, is all I'm trying to say, but Lugia just decided to interrupt my story, and I don't mind that interruption. Definitely not. It's got Dragon Rush. How fun is that? Okay, I have plenty of Pokeballs for this, but the real question is, am I going to be able to catch this thing? Because I definitely cannot attack it, because I'm probably gonna kill it with basically anything I use. I could switch out to Urami and use Zen Headbutt, but I don't know if that's gonna be too much. I have 7 Ultra Balls. I could use the Cherish Ball. We have Dive Balls. We fished this up, so we could use Nest Balls. We have 10 of those. We could use Net Balls. I mean, it's not a large type Pokemon, never mind. I think I'm gonna start with the Dive Balls since we did fish it up. And then when we're done with those, I'll try the Cherish Ball. And maybe, okay, I was gonna say maybe I don't even have to think about anything past that. Okay, we got 2 shakes. I mean, come on, I've been watching, I spent today watching my friend Haze B's Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke, which if you are not watching that, I definitely recommend it. And if he can catch a Reshiram and a Pokeball, I can catch a Lugia and a Dive Ball. Okay, it's up. It's up. It's got Gust. Didn't even consider the fact that it's Flying type, but it's only level 16, so it didn't do too much. But yeah, definitely go check out Hazebee's content if you have not. He's going to be in that Soul Link with me and my other friends. So definitely a guy you should go check out. Definitely an underrated person. And you might be thinking, oh, Landon, you caught a Ho-Oh and a Pokeball and a Solgaleo and a Great Ball. You've done this before. And I just wanted to make a reference to my friend, so don't you worry about it. Unfortunately, we have named a Pokemon after someone already, named a Pokemon after Hayes already in the series. If I hadn't already, I would have totally named this after him, but since we already have him as a representing another Pokemon. Okay, this is our only Cherish Ball. And it broke out immediately, rip. Okay, I expected it to wake up again. But I'm gonna have to find somebody that really deserves this. Actually, as a matter of fact, have we named anybody after Smoosh Moosh? I have a feeling we have. But hey, if James can name 2 Pokemon after Lew on accident, I can name 2 Pokemon after Smoosh on accident, so just to have something planned, I'm probably going to name this after my friend Smoosh Moosh. Okay. I'm going to try 1 Nest Ball just to see how many times it rolls, and then we're going to go to Ultra Balls. Okay, it broke out of that one. Okay, I'm guessing after the next ball it's going to wake up. I'm going to speed it up now, because you guys know how much of a Jesus, for some reason, speeding up in this game is. Because with Vaporeon, it did not roll a single time, and then as soon as I started speeding up, we caught it. So, Ultra Ball, go. See? See, what? That just cannot be a coincidence. That cannot just be a coincidence. I am telling you. That cannot just be a coincidence. As soon as I speed up, we catch it. Like, if it was the first ball that it broke out of and then the next one, while speeding up, caught it, I'd be like, okay, maybe it's not the speeding up. But this is the second time in a row where I started speeding up when we couldn't catch a Pokemon and caught it with the first ball sped up. I have a feeling we have named a Pokemon after him, but, you know, he's just on my mind right now. Anybody else that was on my mind, we've already named a Pokemon after in this series, like Jeknishin. We named a Ferrothorn after him. So, Smoosh? And it just occurred to me that we have Ho-Oh and Lugia now. That's insane. Well, we already have a Psychic-type Legendary, and we already have a Flying-type Legendary. So I'm not going to replace anybody on the team right now. But that is absolutely sick that we just caught a Lugia. And there you go, Smoosh. You got a great representation. Great representation. Speaking of Ho-Oh, I just did random Dynamax adventures on my own this weekend. That's basically how I spent my weekend. And I got Ho-Oh shiny on my 3rd try, which is making me start to believe that my copy of Pokemon Sword is hacked. And a lot of people might agree. Okay, we're not going to do any battles, we just have to make it to Professor Kukui. I don't know why I was forgetting where he was, but yeah. Alright, Carvanha would have been definitely better than Mantine, but it would have been Species Clause because we caught Mega Sharpedo a couple episodes ago, so Carvanha would not have been caught by us. Yeah, as soon as I touched the grass, we encountered something. We could have had a Panpour. So far, Mantine is not that much better or worse than anything else right now that we were going to catch. I mean, I don't hate the Simmies as much as other people do, but they are definitely not the greatest Pokemon, so... Okay. Yeah, I knew this wasn't actually the way to Professor Kukui. I just thought there was an item over here, and I was right, but it was just a berry, so... What else could we have gotten? We could have gotten a Chinchou. I mean, a Lantern. Lantern's not a bad Pokemon. But nothing about it really screams so much better than Mantine. So far, nothing that we could catch that's not dupes or species has screamed to me, this is better than Mantine. You are now sad that you caught Mantine instead. Like, no mythicals, no legendaries, or anything like that. We actually did end up catching a legendary because it was a water encounter, not a physical land encounter. Let's see what this preschooler has, because I have a feeling she's going to have a Zekrom or something. She's got Jingmo. Okay, pseudo-legendary. I was close. Let's just say I was close. This line, I don't know if you guys agree, but with the plates and stuff, this entire line should be Dragon Steel and not Dragon Fighting. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like more than sure that I'm not the only one who feels like that should be true. Because their entire line is about steel plates and stuff like that. And then they're just like, yo, how about we just pull a funny and make it fighting type instead? And that's exactly what they did. And thinking on it now, we don't even have a Dragon Steel type pseudo-legendary yet. We just got like the coolest type combination pseudo-legendary we've ever had, which is Dragon Ghost. But we do not have a Dragon Steel type, and we could have. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dragon Fighting is a fantastic combination, but like, okay, Lurantis, I see you. That definitely would have been better than a Mantine, but I don't know if we'd ever use it. But yeah, it's a good combination, but just the specific Pokemon that it was given to just could have been a different type. I feel like you guys would agree with me on that, at least a little bit. Like, even if you're just like, oh yeah, that would make sense, but I'm fine with it being Dragon Fighting. Look at that Vanillish statue over there. That always made me happy to see. You know, every time I played the Alola games after the Alola playthrough, where I became obsessed with Vanilluxe, which was my very first Sun playthrough. Like, every time I saw it afterwards, I'm like, you know, I'm so happy that they just have a statue. I know it's because that's literally just this concession stand, and they have it there to advertise their ice cream, but like, just knowing that there's a shrine, basically, dedicated to... Okay. I forgot about that whole thing where we, like, contradict what House says or whatever. But yeah, just knowing that there's a statue like that just somewhere in Alola makes me happy. So look at it there. Just a happy little face. And there's no one in the shop, which means that he's just a happy Vanillish just sitting there. Alright, White Herb. I don't know when we're ever going to need that, but, you know. Guess we are going to make some KFC chicken. If it's the right herb. And we also need some spices. Alright, now it's time to get the encounters I was planning on. I don't think we need to heal necessarily, do we? Lugia did not do too much to spot, do you? Oh, just by the way, I didn't tell you guys yet, but I bought some potions beforehand. I don't remember if it was last episode where I took notice that I was running out of potions, but I made sure to buy some, so we have plenty on stock. Probably took me about 30,000 of... No, probably not that, probably about 20 to 25,000. So, I had like 69,000, which is nice, but I didn't take too much of a hit to the wallet, so we are fine financially in the series. I know how many of you guys were so worried that we were going to run out of money in a Generation 7 game, but it almost happened. I mean, we had so much cash left over from the police mission. Oh, we can't go this way? Oh no, that police officer was just being a dummy. Okay, Route 11 encounter time. That guy does not battle us. I thought he was going to for a second. Max repels. Yeah, I just want to take a look at the map. I can't because then I'd have to click on Rotom. Actually, no I don't. I can just go to Charizard and then look closely on the map. So yeah, this way will bring us to a direction we're not supposed to go yet. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get our encounter here. It'll just be the encounter. I'll remember for sure that we already got it, and it's just an Ekans, so it's not like, you know, something that would have been like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just didn't wait for that. It's level 28, which is alright. It'd be nice if we could just catch it in an Ultra Ball so we can get the heckity-heck out of here. Please stay in the ball. Please stay in the ball. Please stay in the ball. Thank you. We're not going to name this after anybody. We're just going to throw a name out there. Is it female? I think I saw that it was female. Because if it's female, then there's only one name you can really name this thing. Especially if it's shiny, but it's not shiny obviously, so... Okay. What gender are you? Female, okay. Well, that gives me an easy name. Because any time that I catch a female snake Pokemon, I have to name it after Voldemort's infamous snake, Nagini. Nagina? What was I thinking? Nagina? Nagini. That's its name. Nagini. Sent to a box. There you go, Voldemort. Alright. So we have one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. That's nice. Time to head on our way. That's just so awesome. I mean, not awesome, I wouldn't say necessarily. We get an encounter back here too, because there's the whole trash area with the guy. I guess we'll go ahead and do that thing for this episode. Unless this guy doesn't let us. There's just a lot of NPCs that warn you about stuff you don't need to be warned about, but I know there's some stuff out here besides the encounter and stuff like that, so perfect. Let's see what this is gonna be. Stantler. Okay, I've never used the Stantler in my entire Pokemon history, so this would be interesting, but I just don't see it happening. But like, if everybody's just like, yo, you gotta use Stantler, that's the greatest Pokemon to ever exist, then I'll consider it. But it would be a hard decision to decide who's going to be off the team. I don't like that Stomp you just gave us there, Stantler, so I'm going to Bubble Beam you. Because I know it's not going to kill you, right, Lew? You're not just going to go and kill a Stantler now. Yeah, I knew it was bulky. It's Generation 2 Tauros, technically, right? Am I saying something smart by saying that? So, we'll just go ahead and check a ball out. I mean, I know, some people are going to be like, Generation 2 Tauros is just Miltank, but that's where you're wrong. Because Miltank is actually female Tauros, not Generation 2 Tauros. That's where you got it wrong. Because they're counterparts of each other, not different generation variants of each other. Stantler is Generation 2 Tauros, just like how Buffalon is Generation 5 Tauros. But we're going to name this thing Rudolph, because it's the Christmas season, and 'tis the season to name your Pokemon after Christmas classics characters. Which is reminding me that I just want to sit down on the couch, get a good cup of hot chocolate, watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and, you know, enjoy the wintertime. Because the wintertime is honestly the best time of the year, in my opinion. I just love the wintertime. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'll make the question today. What season time or holiday time is your favorite holiday season or whatever? Christmas is my favorite holiday. I enjoy the winter, and it makes me very happy to know that snow is finally back on the ground in Iowa, and it looks like it's here to stay for the long run. We haven't had snow on the ground during Christmas in a few years, so I'm hoping it stays. Last year didn't even feel like Christmas, because there was no snow on the ground like at all during December. And then like 2 days after Christmas it snowed, so... But, it snowed on Friday, Thursday night basically. I woke up on Friday to snow on the ground. No, not Friday, Saturday. Friday night it snowed, Saturday morning I woke up to snow on the ground. It made me so happy to see. And like, from my window at my dad's, just looking outside and seeing the snow, there's just big open area where there's grass and trees in between my house and my neighbors. And it just looks absolutely amazing when it's springtime and the grass is just lime green, like beautiful green. It's awesome. Look out. Definitely photogenic. And the same thing for the winter. Just snow everywhere. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So I'm hoping the snow stays. Because it's just gross and gloomy when it's melting. But this guy's got an Electros. So I think I'm going to keep Lew in. Okay, you're at 58. I'm glad that Lew is ground type. Because not only are we going to be able to use Mud Shot on this thing and the electric type move... Oh, it's got Levitate. I completely forgot about that. So we are going to have to switch out. Okay. Because I have knowledge that Electros has Levitate. I just forgot about it, so... We're going to switch up to Spot D. And I'm hoping that either this battle or the next one will allow Lew to evolve. Don't know if we're going to get Vandy this episode, but I would love that. I would love to have Vandy evolve this episode, so... That is the plan. We've only got about 6 minutes left, so... These are probably going to be the last 2 battles we do this episode, so... That did nothing at all. Paralysis, don't like that. Oh! Okay, good job, Spotty. Look at you go. I don't want to spend too many more turns on this Electros, so I'm just going to use Gloom Doom. So I have a feeling this guy's gonna like use a potion or something, or he's gonna have a berry. I don't know, that's just what my suspicions are, so... I don't want to take like 3 more turns to knock this thing out. So Bloom Doom it is. Not Z Sleep Powder. That would have been alright, but you know, I prefer Bloom Doom. So that thing is gone. Goodbye, skinny eel guy. I feel like Electros is an underrated Generation 5 Pokemon as well. I definitely would have had more hype for it if it was in Sword and Shield. Alright, there we go. Lew's gonna evolve now. Vandy's still not level 36, dang. But here we go! Look at Lew evolving now. Let's go, Lew. It's gonna be a Seismitoad now. You're doing what Kermit in the Shield Nuzlocke could never do. Evolve into a Seismitoad. If you guys do not know, we lost Kermit the Palpitoad in, what's his name? Koga? No, not Koga. Obviously, Koga is the Poison-type gym leader. Kiba. You know what I'm talking about. The Fire-type gym leader of Sword and Shield. I always forget what his name is. I know it begins with a K. Kiba is one of the main characters in High School DxD, so I don't think that's the right name. Acid is going to do 40 base. And we haven't used Rain Dance a single time, so I'm just going to get rid of it. But look at it. Look at Lew. He's just a big old Seismitoad now. That's wonderful. I absolutely love that. Love seeing it. Do we battle the kid now too? Yeah, we're supposed to battle him now, but we're allowed to say no, I think, so we can switch around our team. Father. Yeah, we do have to battle him. Give me a minute. Okay, good. Because I'm going to put Vandy at the front just so he can get a hunk of experience, and I'm actually going to put on our last Roto experience so we can get just a little bit more of a boost on it. And Vandy will go in the back of the party. So there we go. And we'll put... I'm not Vandy, Lew will go at the back of the party. I know I said Vandy. Alright. Roto experience points. Let's do it. This is the last one, so... I probably should have put it on beforehand, so everybody... I mean, everybody's going to get experience now, obviously, but, like, Vandy's going to get a little bit more. So that's good. Also, we can battle the trash guy back there, actually, so this won't be our last battle this episode. Hello, Yamask. That's perfect, it's a ghost type. You know, we know that ghost types aren't the kindest to Vandy, even if they're just base forms like Yamask, but I have a feeling with this one, so let's Shadow Ball it. We are faster, of course, so... One shot? It's a one shot. Look at you, Vandy. Level 36 just off the bat, too. I knew he was pretty close to it anyway. You know what, maybe I'll do a little bit of grinding on screen, I don't know. I usually grind off screen, but I want Vandy to evolve into Banette this episode. That would be awesome to get 2 evolutions in 1 episode. Just skip through this dialogue, because we don't need to hear about this father-son mushy crap. Especially if you've been through it like 50 times playing this game. Twisted Spoon. Nice. Now I should be careful with those. You know, you can get them banned because, if you're holding it and you look like Yuri Geller, you better watch out. Terrain Extender. I don't think we're gonna need that, but, you know. One more sticker, and then we get to see how the totem randomization works out in this game. But yeah, we're gonna battle this guy. We got about a minute and a half until 30 minutes, so I think there's plenty of time for us to do it. He's got 2 Pokemon. Hydreigon to start out with. Okay, definitely a no-no. Dark type is what's concerning me here. So we're definitely gonna have to switch out. Wow, we don't really have anything for this, do we? Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna switch out to Brian, because I now have knowledge that Dragon does not resist fighting types, which was a misconception of mine at some point. And since this thing is Dark type... Oh yeah. Resist that with your Steel typeness, Lucario. Resist it. And you know what? we haven't seen all-out pummeling from Brian yet. He's had the Fightinium Z for a while, and he hasn't used it a single time, so let's see it from him. Let's see it. All-out pummeling, let's go. Get him with your fists and your feet that are just coming out of your body at full force. Just energy. Alright. Yeah, I was expecting for us to knock it out, but, you know, every time that an HP bar just goes down slowly, it's kind of intimidating, kind of worrying. Alright, well, Brian's getting to level 36, and that was a lot of experience, so I think Vandy's gonna get there. Oh, okay. Well, we get to use the Z move a second time, because Rotom's a sick boy. Quagsire. I mean, is Quagsire gonna have anything? Oh, wow. Yeah, Vandy's, like, so close. Like, we'll knock out Quagsire here, and then we'll be able to, like, battle one Pokemon, and then it'll evolve. Be a perfect way to finish off the episode, too. Alright, well, I'm not gonna battle this as Vandy, just because it would be so sad if you, like, lost to the last Pokemon you would battle before you evolved, so possibly, depending on how much experience we get from this battle. Alright. There goes Vandy's, I mean not Vandy's, Spot D's speed, but it's alright. We'll just use Vine Whip. It's quite effective. And we're faster, so even if you lower our speed, we'll get you first. See you later, giggity giggity. Alright, it's time, guys. Vandy, it's been a long time coming, but you're gonna be a Banette now. I'm so excited for this. Like, this is such a sweet moment. Ever since we caught the Shuppet, I was like, this is gonna be a great Banette. And after the battle we had a couple episodes ago, this is just gonna be one of the greatest Pokemon on our team. I can just sense it. I'm gonna love having this on the team. There we go, we finally have a Banette. And I know that we evolved it already, but I'm gonna go ahead, because you guys can probably tell every time I add a Pokemon to the team, it's a screen cap of when we send it out to the battle for the first time, and I can't do that if we haven't battled with it. So we'll just encounter something, see what else we could have encountered just to send Banette out. Hopefully it doesn't have Pursuit. Okay, it's a Solosis, so I'm guessing it's not gonna have Pursuit. There's Vandy. And since this thing is a Psychic type, I'm just gonna knock it out. I was gonna run away from it, but it's a Solosis, and we're getting revenge for it killing Blastoise in X, so goodbye. Alright, this episode did run a little bit past 30 minutes, but it's alright. You know, evolving Vandy made it very much worth it, so yeah. That's gonna do it for this episode, guys, so if you did enjoy, make sure you slap the like button on this video, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, ring that notification bell so you get notified about future episodes of this series and other videos on my channel. Answer that question down below. This is Infernum burning out, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.